Susan Sontag has a very interesting essay on beauty, and one of the arguments she puts as is that at the beginning, for Greeks, beauty was very important. They had problem even with Socrates because Socrates was an ugly, and everybody asked how this ugly person could be an intellectual person. So because beauty was a kind of form, had some connotations with the ideas of for the Greeks for the idea. And Susan Sontag started by saying that beauty in itself was not something bad. It was something that everyone appreciated. I'm sure if a beautiful person comes here, everybody will look at. It's natural thing. It's not something that just put on ourselves by culture, by society. It's something I think even natural. We protect beauty even because we want to preserve beautiful. Beauty is something that captures us. We like beautiful music. We like beautiful architecture. So my concern is that sometimes we forget other dimension of beautiful.
Yeah, of course, I think beauty is part of mankind and the way we, shape our relationship to beauty is part of, I think, humanity. We value art, we value beauty, but to me, I think it's like, what do you call beautiful and how society shapes our mind to find something beautiful or to find something ugly. And for instance, during the ages, it had evolved. Like, there was a time where, enhancing the culture, like, women overweight were valued. It was like what was supposed to be beautiful. And then over time, it became totally different. It became like you had to be super thin or to be valued as beautiful. So to me, I think it's because I think like, and it's never easy to know what is natural and what comes from education or
nature version.
Exactly, like, and because like I think beauty, or let's say beauty standards, to me it's beauty standards rather than beauty that can become a prison when there is only one extreme and it's the only one that is valued, because then all the other things that don't fit in the standards can feel that they're not worth. And beauty is beautiful, but I think to me it's rather how you decide what's beautiful, and in depending the culture it can be totally different. Some cultures are going to value pets and other cultures very different ones. But I still feel that, to me, when you go to, I think art is different than people. And when you go to people, I think I don't think there is the same pressure. Like, of course, I like to see a beautiful man enter the room, etc. But I don't think the way to look at that is it creates limitation. And I think for women, it's still very different because of how it was in the past. Like, women have been used and are still used for their body, in a sexual way. And those both things are, have been linked. Those both things has been linked. And to me, like, the idea of to value beauty in a vacuum of everything else, great. But I think it creates a lot of, forms of domination or relationship that can, create very powerful jails and limit, or at least, that's what I think, that we internalize, even if we don't want, we internalize a lot of the injunctions and a lot of things, that we think we have to look like to be able to be valued.